Wow, guys, what's up? I just pulled the FMF Power Core 2 shorty off the YZ. Just down here at the house messing around with it a little bit, and this is what the hell I found. Instead of a nice pillowy, sooty pack, I found this oil-soaked bullshit inside. I mean, it's got so much oil that it's getting oil on the driveway. I mean, I gotta scoop this up and go throw it away. There's the soot built up and some more packed in the end. I mean, this is just one example of why people that could barely keep a 4-stroke running should never own a 2-stroke. I mean, there's all kinds of just funky soot and carbon built up in there. I'm gonna have to wash all this out with gas, like buy a gallon of gas just to soak parts in while I'm working on this YZ. There's the core, which has been I'm gonna assume this was shortened in a home shop. You know, if you can buy one a little bit cheaper and shorten it on your own, because that looks way shorter than anything FMF would build. So I don't know if it was shortened at home or not, but I have a shorty exhaust. So, and there's my rev pipe, which is dented. It's got the living hell bent out of it. It still seals to the motor really well. But you know, like I said in my other video about this, I just set this back on here to make sure the exhaust would line up right and everything. The top of the jug is pretty well been effed over, being rode too hard. The head's been milled down, so I'm looking at having to buy another one of them. That circle is the original combustion chamber size. Power valve still works, which is one good thing. The clutch still works. It's actually adjusted pretty good and tight. You almost can't. Did it while ago. There we go. I got to turn a little bit. That's been stick welded on there, so that'll never come back off, no matter how bad I want it to. I'll probably get some sort of an O-ring to go in that to keep it from doing that right there while I'm rattling, or while I'm riding. Keep that right there, because that's generally the ringing you hear on Yamaha 2-strokes is that right there flopping around. That's what you hear on Banshees anyways, is the Kickstarter rattling all the time. This little rubber pad, I had to put some WD-40 on it and reseat it in the little hole it was rubbed against by the strap on the way home, so got taken care of. I'll clean this out, probably just wash it out while I got the bike taken apart. It's got a rear shock adjuster. It's one nice thing, I guess. Other than that, I've not really found anything else wrong with it. There's a little bit of get this mess off here. You can see it on the crank. Just turn it over a little bit. There is antifreeze in the bottom of the motor. I don't think it's a whole lot, but I'll get a rag or something, begin to dry that off there as best as I can and get as much of it out as I possibly can. So when I go to start it with the new rebuild kit, it won't be full of stuff, have a bunch of junk in there that'll be detrimental to the rebuild kit, which would suck ass, because I have to get jug head, piston, wrist pin bearing, circlips, everything. All got to be brand new. I do have the side gasket though, and carburetor bowl gasket, and I'll rejet the carb before I start running it. I'll start it a few times. I'll do the heat cycles with whatever's in the carburetor, and then I'll look into rejetting before I ride it too hard. Just, you know, around here, up down the hill and everything, I'll ride it, but before I go to a track or anything, really beat the balls off this bike, I'll work on getting some rejets. So anyways, I'm gonna finish cleaning out this muffler and cut this video off. Any suggestions, comments? I'm wondering about running a straight pipe, if you can do that or not, just because I love the sound of a 2-stroke coming out of just the header pipe. I heard a Banshee I didn't have mufflers, and it was just tremendous. It sounded great. Good and loud, had a nice, didn't even have a deep tone, it was just like a high-pitched scream all the time. But anyways, I'm just gonna take this into the shop and get it wiped out, put some gloves on, get it wiped out. Like, comment, rate, subscribe to keep up with this build. I'll be making as many videos as I possibly can on doing all this, but it's just gonna take time because I don't really have all the money. I don't have a bank backing me, so it'll take some time to get all this done. I should have enough money for the rebuild kit in the next month or two. Within the next month, I'd say, just because I'm gonna start trying to do some more scrap copper and stuff to pull up some more money, and my welder's destroyed, so I'll pull the copper out of the middle of it and take that off, take the welder off for scrap, and just see what I can come up with for some money, and pray to God whatever I get's enough to buy this rebuild kit. Come up with some more scrap iron and all to be good. But anyways, cutting this video off. Like I said, like, rate, comment, subscribe to keep up with the build. I'll make videos as they're not going to be few and far between like they were with the truck. They're going to be a lot, and pretty much one, maybe two a week for the next month or so. Maybe some small videos of any quirks that I find in between, difficulties in the rebuild or anything. But like I said, just follow me.